Who's going crazier, me or Shigaraki? Yeah, Shigaraki's dreaming of the day he finally gets to go outside and leave the tank. It's just like me, just like all of us. We're all trapped inside like poor Shigaraki. What's up? It's Truth Hero, and if you couldn't already tell, I'm going crazy. Welcome back to another My Hero Academia chapter review. While we are all cooped up inside, let's talk about My Hero Academia chapter 269 of the manga. The amazing heroics in this phase of the mission. The ultimate fate of Shigaraki now that he's captured and not breathing, but also still alive? Let's dive into this one. The chapter opens with Endeavor tending to Miruko's wounds. He gives her a cloth to bite on to distract her from the pain. And I knew Miruko wasn't going to be able to help the heroes anymore now that she sustained all these injuries. I was actually going to make a video on whether Miruko is heroic or just plain reckless, but I needed a rest due to stress and all that. However, she's still lying here saying, inside she's still focusing on the fact that Shigaraki is in that room. And by this, not even Endeavor seems to realize the threat that he's sleeping, or rather a Shigaraki that could awaken, poses to Hero Society. So in this regard, I'd have to say that ultimately her self-sacrificing actions and taking all these blows and injuries is more heroic than reckless. I think what really seals the deal for Miruko being heroic rather than self-centered and reckless is Endeavor asks her, are you dealing with these thoughts of revenge by yourself? Are you trying to somehow repay our debt as heroes for the Kyushu Nomu incident? And Miruko's like, what? What the heck are you talking about? He's dangerous, go get him. She's only concerned with stopping Shigaraki. She's not doing this and taking this burden for any ulterior motives. It's simply out of her duty as a hero to protect people. Gotta say, bunny instincts for the win. Also, when we see her laying on the ground with these injuries, parts of her leg are missing. Parts of her body everywhere is missing. Does this now mean that Miruko is less thick? I mean, guys, forget Shigaraki. That would be the real tragedy here, okay? Just then the Nomu attack, and we can clearly see that the other pro heroes are just as capable at fighting them as Miruko is. So it's possible that she could have waited for their reinforcement and then taken on the Nomu together. But ultimately, I think her actions are heroic because she wasn't just trying to stop a few Nomu, she was really ensuring that Dr. Ujiko didn't escape with Shigaraki. And obviously if that happens, the mission's done. So if I had to lean to one side, I'd say that Miruko had to take those blows, had to take those injuries to fulfill the mission's goal. It could have been any hero doing it, but she was just the first one on the scene. But what do you guys think? What percent is Miruko heroic and what percent is she reckless? Comment down below. I mean, we all know that she's 100% thick. The shield hero Crust comes onto the scene and alerts the heroes to something that Miruko already knew all along. Shigaraki has something to do with all these capsules. He says, we can't let him wake up. He's no longer just a villain anymore. I love this line. Of course he's still a villain, but this just shows now the heroes fully understand what's at stake. Shigaraki is like nothing they've ever faced before, and if he wakes up, it's game over. GG Hero Society. This is cool because now the heroes know Shigaraki has this type of power-up and that the capsules are probably quirks and they were designed to feed into Shigaraki's tank, giving him basically unlimited power. Crust also says, in the middle of all this, Miruko, you stay living, alright? And I agree. Crust, looking out for thickness. We then get to see our favorite professor, Eraserhead, go plus ultra, talking about using all the strength he has in his body to stop and cancel these Nomu's quirks. That's his job in this mission, and he'll do everything he can to achieve it, just like Miruko. What a heroic attitude. Eraserhead says, in just a few seconds reinforcements will come. But those few seconds, they're the problem, huh, Miruko? I love this because normally Eraserhead is a very cautious hero. He tends to hang back a bit and look at things literally with his quirk, but he has a more logical approach to things. He would never just jump right in. But even he realizes at this moment why Miruko had to dive in head first. The heroes cannot afford the villains any seconds. Even one is too many. So I guess it's decided then. Miruko is a hero. If there's anyone who understands how valuable a second can be, it's Eraserhead. When he blinks, he releases people from his quirk's erasure momentarily, so he always has to act fast and calculated. He tells a few heroes to go on ahead, and he'll hold off this Nomu here. What could be better than seeing Professor Aizawa go all out in his own unique calculated way? Well, of course, seeing Present Mike go all out in a very not calculated way. He uses a loud voice to shatter all the pipes, monitors, and computers that are hooked up to Shigaraki, and most importantly, finally shatter the glass in Shigaraki's tank, sending him and Dr. Ujiko flying. I love that before this, the doctor was kind of unusually calm. He's like, this isn't the best situation, obviously, but if I just tinker with things and adjust things on my computers and the technology, maybe I can get Shigaraki to wake up right now. And then, bam, Present Mike just destroys everything. Present Mike has this really cool moment where he thinks back and reminisces on his friend Shirakumo, and how it was always the three of them, Mike, Eraser, and Loud Cloud. He's not just doing this to stop Dr. Ujiko and Shigaraki, he's doing this for his friend. Mic check 1 2 1 2, DJ Punch. This feels so great to see Dr. Ujiko finally getting what he deserves, and a little bit of vengeance for Shirakumo. I know the fight's not over yet, but the heroes in Present Mike, and all things considered, they're doing pretty well. And on that note, I honestly didn't see the heroes doing this well. From what I can see, they've captured Shigaraki and Dr. Ujiko. And perhaps this hints at Shigaraki and Dr. Ujiko being taken to Tartarus, and then the whole prison break arc, which I hope we get if this is the case here. But it really depends on whether Shigaraki will wake up, or what will happen when he does wake up. But I gotta say, all things considered, everything, at least on this phase of the mission, the hospital raid, the heroes have done very well. We then have a pro hero note that Shigaraki is not breathing and has no heartbeat. First of all, we all know he's still alive. Dr. Ujiko explains sort of what Shigaraki's tank does, so I'm guessing Shigaraki will need a jolt of electricity or something to jumpstart his body and he'll be good to go. The rest of the heroes arrive, and it's over. I don't know if it's over. We're going to talk about what Shigaraki being captured and this moment means for the future of this arc and of My Hero Academia as a series, but for now, it seems like things are kind of wrapped up at the hospital. What's cool here is now that the heroes have taken over the hospital, they have the tank, they have the technology, even though it's very damaged by Miruko and Present Mike. Even if Dr. Ujiko and Sleeping Shigaraki don't give up their secrets, it's possible that the heroes can sort of reverse engineer the technology to then take Nomu and return them to their human form, and even take Kurogiri and extract Shirakumo out of the mess that is Kurogiri. In the end, we see that Shigaraki, the Demon King, or the Devil, is dreaming. Isn't that sweet? Well, he's dreaming about All for One and Tartarus. Now here's the interesting thing. All for One took Ragdoll's search quirk, which allows someone to monitor 100 people, their status, their weaknesses, where they are. So it's possible that All for One knows exactly what's going on with Shigaraki at this moment, and because it's all in his head, the cameras and the security around All for One might not be detecting that he's using this quirk. The other thing is, Shigaraki was at around 75% complete, and All for One may have already given Shigaraki a quirk. Maybe he already has search, so maybe Shigaraki in this coma dream state is using search to monitor his master All for One in Tartarus. That would be really cool and make this whole dream about his master more interesting because it's a tangible experience with the quirks. Of course, this opens up the possibility that Shigaraki, even if their plans are foiled in powering him up, he's taken to Tartarus and then can sort of communicate with his master through the cell block using this quirk. The last thing is, did the heroes actually win here? Given everything that happened, Miruko taking all these injuries, is it a victory for them? Obviously, this is only one phase of the mission. There's still a lot of drama at the Paranormal Liberation Front's mansion between Hawks and Dabi, and Tokoyami jumping in there. But for this phase, capturing Dr. Ujiko, capturing a sleeping Shigaraki, that is a huge win if it's what the heroes want, if it's what the villains didn't see coming. If Shigaraki is just placed in a hospital or then prison and then he's able to break out, this isn't really worth it. This isn't a huge win for the heroes. And obviously the notion of heroism has taken a hit in this arc. So I gotta ask, is this the victory that the heroes are expecting? Or is it too easy? And is there something else going on here? As always, thanks for watching, and thank you guys for making this channel hit 70,000 subscribers. I know I really haven't been uploading a lot, and I've kind of just been going through the motions with my content. I'm not too excited about making videos, so I plan to change up my style and change up my content a bit. Whatever that means, I'm not sure yet, but I'll continue to do chapter reviews, so don't worry, they're not going anywhere. But you might see some different type of content in regards to My Hero Academia on this channel, so I'm sure you guys all want that anyway, but thank you for that. Let me know what you think about this chapter. Is this a victory for the heroes? And even though Shigaraki is still sleeping and not breathing and his heart's not beating, is this the end for him? Because I don't think this is over. What if this is what Shigaraki planned for? What if this is all like General Akbar said? It's a trap. So let me know your thoughts and theories down below in the comments. And if you like My Hero Academia content and these chapter reviews, consider enrolling at UA today by subscribing. And until next time, plus ultra.
「